In the small town of Willow Creek, life moved at a slow, familiar pace. At the local high school, students focused on their studies, sports, and social lives, while the staff worked behind the scenes to keep things running smoothly. Among them was Mr. Henry, the janitor, a quiet, unassuming man in his late 50s, always seen pushing a mop or fixing a leaky faucet. Most students barely noticed him, but he noticed everything. One afternoon, while cleaning the hallway near the cafeteria, Mr. Henry overheard something that made him pause. A group of students were teasing a boy named Ethan, a shy, soft-spoken sophomore. Ethan struggled to carry a stack of books, and the students laughed as one of them knocked them from his hands. "Nice job, loser," one sneered. "Maybe next time you'll learn to stay out of our way." Ethan didn't reply. He simply knelt to gather his books, his face flushed with embarrassment. From a distance, Mr. Henry watched, his heart aching for the boy. He knew exactly what it felt like to be invisible, to feel like no one cared. That evening, long after the school had emptied, Mr. Henry headed to the library. There, he found Ethan sitting alone, head buried in a book. The boy looked up, startled, as Mr. Henry approached. "Hey, Ethan," he said gently. "Mind if I sit down?" Ethan nodded, eyes tired. "Sure, Mr. Henry." Mr. Henry sat across from him and placed a small wrapped package on the table. "I saw what happened earlier. Thought you might need this." Ethan hesitated, then slowly unwrapped it. Inside was a sleek, brand-new laptop. His eyes widened in disbelief. "Mr. Henry, I can't accept this. It's too much." Mr. Henry smiled softly. "It's not a gift. It's a loan. I noticed you've been using the library computers a lot and, well, I figured this might help. Just promise me you'll take good care of it." Tears welled in Ethan's eyes. "Thank you, Mr. Henry. You have no idea what this means to me." Mr. Henry gave his shoulder a reassuring pat. "You're a good kid, Ethan. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." Over the next few weeks, Ethan began to change. With the laptop, he finished assignments more efficiently. His grades improved. He even started participating in class, surprising both his teachers and his classmates. One day, his English teacher, Mrs. Thompson, pulled him aside after class. "Ethan, I've noticed a big change in you lately. What's your secret?" Ethan hesitated, then replied, "Mr. Henry helped me. He gave me a laptop to use for school." Mrs. Thompson's eyes widened. "Mr. Henry, the janitor?" Ethan nodded. "Yeah, he's been really kind to me. He's the only one who noticed I was struggling." Mrs. Thompson smiled. "That's amazing, Ethan. I'll have to thank him." Just days later, the school was buzzing with excitement. A fleet of luxury cars pulled up to the front entrance, and out stepped a group of sharply dressed men and women. At the center was a tall, silver-haired man with an air of quiet authority. Principal Grayson rushed outside, both curious and concerned. "Can I help you?" he asked. The man extended his hand. "I'm Alexander Carter, CEO of Carter Industries. I'm here to see Mr. Henry." The principal's eyes widened. "Mr. Henry? Our janitor?" Alexander nodded. "Yes, he's my father." The entire school froze. Students and teachers stared in stunned silence as Alexander and his entourage made their way to the janitor's closet. Inside, Mr. Henry was cleaning a mop bucket when the door opened. "Dad," Alexander said, emotion thick in his voice. "It's time to come home." Mr. Henry looked up, shocked and overwhelmed. "Alexander? What are you doing here?" Alexander stepped closer, voice soft. "I've been looking for you for years. When I heard you were here, I had to come. You don't belong in a place like this. You belong with your family." Mr. Henry sighed, shoulders slumping. "I left because I wanted a simpler life. away from the pressure and noise. But I never stopped thinking about you. Alexander's eyes brimmed with tears. We missed you, Dad. Please, come home. Mr. Henry paused, then slowly nodded. All right, but there's something I need to do first. He led Alexander and the others to the library where Ethan sat working on his laptop. When he saw Mr. Henry, he stood, startled. Mr. Henry? What's going on? Mr. Henry smiled. Ethan, this is my son Alexander. He's come to take me home. But before I go, I want you to have this. He handed Ethan a small envelope. Inside was a check for $50,000 and a note that read, For your education, follow your dreams. Ethan's eyes filled with tears. Mr. Henry? I don't know what to say. Mr. Henry placed a hand on his shoulder. You don't have to say anything. Just promise me you'll keep working hard and never give up. Ethan nodded, his voice choked with emotion. I promise. As Mr. Henry left with his son, the entire school watched in silence. The quiet janitor they'd barely noticed was a billionaire, a man who had chosen to live simply, helping others in ways no one could have imagined. Ethan, inspired by Mr. Henry's kindness, went on to excel in school. He eventually became a successful engineer, never forgetting the man who believed in him when no one else did. And Mr. Henry, reunited with his family, found peace, knowing he had changed lives with nothing more than compassion and quiet strength.